Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to crochet this beautiful heart together. For today's tutorial, I'm going to use this red color yarn from Bernat, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than this one that I already have. You also will need some fiber to stuff your heart. You'll need a stitch marker and your scissors, your needle, and obviously your hook. We're starting from these two tops of the heart. So let's start by creating a magic ring here. Just like this, we have our magic ring. Then we want to continue by adding single crochets around this magic ring. In total, we are going to have 8 single crochets here. So just follow my hands and see how I'm adding the single crochets inside the magic ring. So at the end of the round, when I'm done with single crochets, I'm closing up the magic ring and I'm trying to make it tight, but before that, to make sure I'm just counting my stitches to be sure that I am having 8 of them. So close up and then attach your yarn to the first stitch of your round 1. Just like this, insert your hook behind the 2 V's, wrap your yarn and create your first single crochets of round 2. Always remember to attach your stitch marker to this first crochet in this first stitch, because we are going to count our rounds. So this round we are adding or increasing within each stitch, so 2 single crochets in each stitch, just like this. At the end of the round, we are going to have 16 stitches. It means that we increased our 8 stitches to 16 at the end of round 2. So continue the same pattern, 2 stitches in each single crochet until you get the end of the round. So just like this, tighten your magic ring again, and we're done with the second round here. So to start next round, remove your stitch marker, add 1 single crochet here, just like this. Put back your stitch marker to the first stitch, because we always want to count our first stitch. Then in the next stitch we have an increase, which means we have 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So our pattern for this round would be 1 single crochet and then 1 increase. So 1 single crochet in first stitch, 2 single crochets in the second stitch, and we are repeating this round all the way until we reach the end of the round. So we have to finish this round by 2 single crochets in the last stitch, and when we are done with this round, I'm going to count my stitches to make sure I have 24 of them. So for our next round, which is round 4, we are going to have 1 single crochet in each stitch. So we don't have increases in this round, but just remember to put back your stitch marker to your first stitch of the round to be able to count your stitches. So our 5th round would also be the same, so we are not increasing in number of stitches, and we are adding 1 single crochet in each stitch. Continue with the same pattern until you reach the end of this round, and you can see it starts to curve, but it's normal, don't worry about it. So just like this, we are done with one of the tops of the heart. We're going to create another one just like this for the other side of the heart, but go ahead and cut your yarn. Keep fairly long tail for yourself because we want to sew it later. Remove the stitch marker and try to secure the yarn and make it a little bit more invisible. I'm inserting my yarn to the back loop of my next stitch, and I'm grabbing this yarn and pull it through that stitch, and that makes it to look better. So it's done, and I'm going to create one just like this off the camera. So as you can see, I'm at the end of round 5 of my second piece here. Remove your stitch marker, we don't want to cut our yarn here, and continue by adding 12 more single crochet the next 12 stitches in here. So now I'm counting my stitches to make sure I have 12 of them. Always do this to make sure we are not missing any of the stitches. And then right now I want to join my first my second piece to my first piece. So to do that, I want to insert my hook just in the next stitch beside the yarn, the tail right here. So make sure that this stitch is tight enough. So let's do that again. I have my first piece on the hook, and then I'm inserting my hook under these 2 V's of this stitch, and I'm going to work a single crochet here, just like this. So let's do it one more time together. So as you can see, I'm making sure that I'm grabbing the right stitch here, make it tight, and then work a single crochet to this stitch. Now we want to continue by adding 23 more single crochets on the first piece here. So I'm going to add single crochets off the camera, and I will meet you at the end of this round when I reach the other side of this piece. Now I'm ready to go back to the other piece here. Just we need to make sure that we are attaching to the right stitch in the other piece. So if you pay attention here, you'll see the stitch that you worked before, and we are going to go and work to the next stitch. So we work a single crochet just next to the stitch that we worked before. So now you should have 11 stitches left, and continue by adding single crochets to those 11 stitches until you finish this round. So now we're done with this round, which is our round 6, and if you count, you should have 48 stitches all around your work. So now we are going to work together and join the stitches here to remove the hole between the two pieces. So now I'm going to show you how you can use your yarn to close that hole between two pieces. So simply grab your needle and try to go underneath the two V's of single crochets and sew the two sides together. So you can check the other side and see how it looks when you're sewing, to make sure that it's clean and pretty on the other side as well. Then continue by sewing along the hole. Just make sure to sew all the stitches together from the two sides, and then when you're done by this part, you can weave in your yarn using your needle and make the tail secure between your work. This is how it looks on the other side, and now I think I'm good to weave in my yarn, and then feel free to leave the rest of the tail or cut it with your scissor. So we're done with the two tops of the heart, and from next round we are going to work all around the heart. So for our next round, which is round 7, we're going to have one single crochet in each stitch. So for the first stitch, remove your stitch marker, add the single crochet and then put it back, and then continue by adding one single crochet all around the work. So we want to keep the stitches in total 48. So this is the end of round 7, and if you want to make sure that you are counting correct, just go ahead and count your stitches one more time. Make sure it's 48. So now here at the beginning of round 8, so this round we are going to start our decrease. To start, remove your stitch marker, add your first single crochet here and put the stitch marker back, and then continue by adding 3 more single crochets in the next 3 stitches, just like this. Now it's time to do an invisible decrease. So to do that, we are inserting our hook into the first, the front loops are our next 2 stitches, and we are adding a single crochet. We are going to do it again together so you can see how I actually did the decrease. So again, single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then we want to do a decrease, so insert your hook underneath the 2 front loops of the next 2 stitches and work a single crochet here. So this would be our repeat around this work for single crochet and then one decrease. At the end of the round, you should have 6 stitches. We are going to add 4 single crochet, and we always finish with an invisible decrease. So for our next round, which is round 9, we are going to have one single crochet in each stitch all around our work. So first, remember to put back the stitch marker in your first stitch to keep track of your round, and then continue by adding one single crochet in each stitch. So now we are at the end of this round. To start next round, remove the stitch marker and start with 3 single crochet. So this round we are again having a decrease. Remember to put back your stitch marker and add 2 other single crochet here, and then we want to have a decrease. So simply put your yarn, insert your hook underneath the front loops of next 2 stitches and make a decrease. This is going to be our workaround for round 10. 3 single crochets and then 1 decrease. So this is how it looks so far for this round. At the end of the round, you always have to finish with a decrease. So 3 single crochets again, and then the last 2 stitches that we are going to work together and make a decrease. For next round, round 11, we are going to work simply 1 single crochet on each stitch. At the end of the round, we should have 32, just like round 10. So in the beginning of round 12, we are going to add 2 single crochets and then 1 decrease. As always, remember to put back your stitch marker to the first stitch, and then continue by adding 1 more single crochet here and then 1 decrease. At the end of this round, the total count of our stitches should be 24, and just like this, continue by adding 2 single crochets, 1 decrease until you reach the end of this round. So we are at the end of this round. And this is how our heart looks like so far. So now I'm going to stuff my heart. Try to push the stuffing all the way to the top of the heart, and continue by adding the stuffing until you feel that it's enough for your heart. Okay, now I'm at the beginning of round 13. So this round would be 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of this round, you also should have 24 stitches in total. Don't forget to add your stitch marker as usual in the first stitch. Next round we have 1 stitch and 1 decrease, and we want to repeat this 8 times, and as a result at the end of the round our total stitches around the work would be 16. So just like this, continue by adding same rhythm, the same pattern, 1 single crochet, 1 in decrease, and just like this, continue until you reach the end of the round. For the next round, which is around 15, again we are going to add one single crochet in each stitch around, and at the end of the round, again our total stitches would be 16. So here at the end of this round, this is how the heart looks like, and you can go ahead and start stuffing more, because moving forward we are going to decrease more and the hole would be small and it would be harder to stuff in. So right now in this stage, add as much as the stuffing that you want into your heart. Try to push a little bit harder to the top part, and try to make it even at each part of the heart. And we are ready to start our next round. So this round we are just going to have decreases, so no single crochet. Start with the decrease and repeat this 8 times. So at the end of the round, with 8 times decreases, the total stitches around would be 8 as well. Again, as always, don't forget to place back your stitch marker. This is important because you don't want to get confused at the end of the round. And then continue by decreasing your stitches. Again, at the end of the round, continue by stuffing as much as you want into the heart. Just try to make it feel all around the heart. I think I need a little bit more stuffing here, and let's see how it looks now. And I think it's almost enough, and I'm done with the stuffing. And so go ahead and start your next round. This round you want to decrease even more, so start your round with a decrease, and then add 2 single crochet and repeat this 2 times. So we are going to make our 8 stitches into 6 stitches at the end of the round. It's getting a little bit harder to insert your hook because the hole is so small and it's a little bit harder to work, but stick around and try to finish it. We are almost done and we are at the end of the project, so don't give up. So add your final stitches here, and this is how it looks at the end of this round. So we have a very small hole in here, but if you can, try to add a little bit more stuffing in here, and then we are ready to cut out yarn. You can keep a longer tail if you want, but I think this is enough for me. So I'll just try to add a little bit more stuffing in it. It's really hard because the hole is so small, but try to push the stuffing using your hook or your scissors, or with any tools that you're successful. And we don't need that much stuff here, but a little bit to make the final piece of the round at the end of the heart looks beautiful. So now we are ready to start closing the hole using our needle. So as you can see here, I'm using the needle and I'm just going from outside to inside and only in front loops. So you just need to go into the front loop of each stitch here. We are repeating this 6 times because we only have 6 stitches in here. And then you just need to close up the hole and tighten your yarn. We're done. We just need to secure the yarn and make it invisible. So now we are ready to weave in our yarn. So just like this, try to put the needle inside the heart in random spots and just move it and make your yarn safe and secure. So just like this, our project is done, our heart is ready. Cut very carefully the extra tail of your yarn here, and voila, we are done. This is a very beautiful pattern for your heart. You can use different sizes of yarn and make a bigger or smaller heart. And if you like this video, I would be very happy if you like it. If you have any questions, please don't forget to comment, and don't forget to follow me on different social channels that I have, and you can find the links in the description of this video as well. Thank you so much for watching it, and hope you enjoy it. Bye.